Self-improvement techniques since 2022 has been the norm. Everybody's been after what can I do to improve my life? What can I do to make my life that much better? 1% better than the rest of them. And you find so many techniques online, and there are too many to even talk about. Here, I've just shortlisted 5 techniques that are very commonly talked about in the self-improvement space. Now, we're going to debunk. Is it fact or is it fiction? Is it really worth following this at all? Well, if you're already hooked, then like, subscribe, and let's get into the video right now. First up, let's talk about monk mode. So for monk mode, I'm just going to say a big fat fiction. This is probably one of the worst advices I've ever seen in the self-improvement space before. Because monk mode is all about what? It's about stepping away from everything you know to work, grind, and work on yourself. But what they forget when they talk about working on yourself is it's not about just you, but it's also about growing along with other people and making sure other people also know what you're doing. Because we all know humans are social animals, so you have to be around other people. Unless you're Batman or Superman training to beat some supervillain up, that doesn't really make sense. Well, briefly put, monk mode is for psychopaths and nothing less than that. So, big fat fiction for monk mode. Now, number 2, we're going to talk about meditation. Meditation is hyped up because meditation is all about keeping you at calm and putting you in that Zen mode. Now, does this mean fact or fiction? Well, I would actually say it's fact. Now, it's not about lighting candles in your room, switching off all the lights and playing some binaural beats and suddenly going Om. Because no, that is your traditional meditation. But meditation just means calming your mind down, right? It doesn't have to be you sitting in one place and humming. It can also be you sitting down in one place, but making sure there are no distractions around you, just wandering, letting your mind wander. Just do not let yourself be surrounded with distractions, whether that's from people, whether that's your phone, whether that's your work. Just stay away from all that. That is still meditation. Well, number 3 is cold showers. Is it a fact or is it fiction? Well, this is actually a fact, but not for the reason you think. It's not a fact because you need to take cold showers every day, but rather it puts in that challenge in your mind. It's like, I'm going to do something that I did not want to do yesterday. It's just testing your brain. That's all. It's nothing more than that. So what happens if you don't take cold showers? Are you going to fall behind? Are you going to fall in the bottom 99% of people who are not successful, who don't have 10K? Doesn't mean you won't have the gold chains, the Lamborghinis, and the house mansions that you have to show for all the money and success that you have. No, not really. It is technically self-discipline, but there are many ways to get that. It's just about testing your brain to do something that it doesn't want to do. Now, that doesn't even have to be something necessarily challenging. Maybe go for a run. It's the same thing. But it's just about, can you challenge yourself? The only part where showers count is make sure to at least have 1 shower a day. Because if you don't have 1 shower a day, then that's a problem. Then definitely consider the cold shower routine at least. Number 4. Early bird gets the worm. Very common phrase you've heard. But what is the truth to it really? The truth is, yes, the early bird can catch the worm. But what about the night owl? Can't it also catch the worm? Has the worm just disappeared out of nowhere? No, it hasn't. It's still there. You can still go and catch it. So if you have work, if you think you're a night owl, but you're missing out because you're doing work in the night, but not in the morning, it doesn't make a difference. All you need to count for is, do you have, first of all, 8 hours of sleep? It doesn't matter when to when, because as long as your brain gets the time to reset, that's all it needs. It doesn't really matter whether you get it from 9 to 5, whether you get that from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. As long as you can get that sleep, it doesn't really matter what else happens around it. So, yes, you can be the early bird and catch the worm, but the night owl does it as good as well. As long as you have routines in place, guys. That's all it is. Number 5. Don't watch Netflix. Don't watch movies. It's a waste of time. It's taking away from your productivity. Who hurt you guys? Anybody who said this to you, ask them, who the hell hurt you? Because movies, Netflix, anything you like is there for entertainment. Entertainment is necessary. As much as people won't tell you this in the self-improvement space, entertainment is necessary, guys. If you don't have entertainment, what the hell are you working for? Like, you're doing all this work to do what? It's like I always say, if you think you're working for money, okay, I'll say, you're working for money, but what is this money for? So I can buy things. Okay, why are you buying things? Well, because I want to live a luxurious life, because I want to enjoy. Interesting. So you want to enjoy, but now you're completely going to take it away because you think when you're like 60 or 70, you'll be able to enjoy. But what if at that point you can't enjoy? Let's say you have arthritis. Let's say you're handicapped, but you have all this money to enjoy. When are you going to use it? So have your enjoyment now. But guys, the thing is, don't stay up from like 3 a.m. one day to the next day 3 a.m. watching like one series, because that is a bit too much. When you enjoy too much, it takes a toll on you. When you enjoy too less, also it takes a toll on you. But people are always pushing for productivity and they sell you things telling you you'll be just fine. But are you really going to be fine? Without any form of entertainment, you won't have a good life, guys. So just keep it in that moderation. All these 5 things, keep it in moderation. So if you guys found this one useful, then check out the video on the right. So smash subscribe, slap a like on, and always remember, never stop dreaming. See you all.